Hey guys, it's Erica. In this video today, I want to talk about sex and its role in relationships. And one of the ways that I've been seeing in my work with relationships and relationship dynamics, and the role that sex can play in preventing really healthy relationships. And I know this is going to be something that may be new information for you. Maybe it's a little bit triggering. I don't know. But it's something that I'm really drawn to communicating here. I've done a few different videos about it in some of my courses. In fact, I have a podcast I'm going to be releasing on that shortly. But I think it's a really important discussion as we're talking about healthy versus distorted relationships. And one of the things and the patterns I see happening in relationship dynamics is the use of sex as a way to bypass getting into true, open-hearted, intimate relationship, right? So many people, and you've heard me talk about this in my other videos, but so many people truly have a closed heart, and they've been living their whole life with the closed heart. Men especially, they've kind of hardened their hearts even more, given the conditioning of society and how we were raised and, all that stuff. So what happens a lot of the time is when things get uncomfortable in a situation or in a romantic relationship, for example, a lot of people, when they don't know how to connect with the other person, they'll resort to sex. It's like they'll just go have sex and then they'll be in all the hormones and feel good and, oh, see, look, we're so connected, we're so bonded. Isn't this great? But what that does is it really distracts from the true potential of opening up into a new... Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Apparently I'm supposed to change my water filter now. Oh my God. Oh, I'm such an introvert, man. I get distracted. Like if I get distracted by the tiniest thing, I'm like, wait, what was I saying? Anyway, where was I? Okay, I was talking about sex. What was I saying? Okay, so people think that they misconstrue sexual chemistry and sexual compatibility with relationship compatibility, because they truly don't know what it's like to be open-hearted in a relationship and add the sexual component to it, because it's often the go-to. I mean, some of you guys may have seen my silly video I did about the show The Bachelor, and my thing about they should not... you watch the show and The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, either one, and people are like immediately sucking face, right? They're immediately making out. It's like, you don't get to know the person. You get all caught up in the hormones, literally, and all of that. And that can mask some of the deeper emotional things that you want to get to know about somebody and maybe start to understand them more. It's like it's such a go-to for people immediately. And ask yourself a question and be honest with yourself. You don't have to tell anybody this, but be honest with yourself. If you are genuinely, for example, seeking a partner, seeking a relationship, or wanting to deepen your relationship, could you go 3 months without having sex and just getting to know them? Just truly getting to know them. Because you know what happens? I can just hear it right now, like, well, you're not a man, you don't know what it's like. It's like, oh, give me a break. I get it, trust me. But ask, could you really do it? And would it be worth it? What if you could discover new layers of getting to know somebody without all the distractions? Because here's what happens, guys. When hormones get all into it, it distorts your perception of the person. It distorts your and this is true especially for women, but it will distort your judgment, and it will it'll distract you from the deeper issues. And sometimes when you don't connect sexually is when you discover how compatible are we really. You know, it could be a really interesting test of your relationship. And I know this is not going to be a popular suggestion, trust me. But if you're truly desiring the best, most intimately connected relationship, you could do that. It's not going to be easy. I guarantee it, especially if you're around each other. But I will tell you that one of the biggest blessings in my life was an extremely incredible, loving relationship with a person who lived 3,000 miles away from me. And through this relationship, all we had was communication. All we had was getting to know each other. All we had was everything but the physical. And what it did is showed me very strongly, I knew that came into my experience for a reason. It showed very strongly how easy it is to get distracted from the truth about a person. And I got to tell you, it was like the most incredible relationship. Not that I, wanted to be physically separated. But it was a big gift in that it allowed that opening up. And I'll tell you, if you're with someone that it's not supposed to, is not really compatible in the long run, it will reveal it in that experience. It will reveal it, because what happens is when people aren't on a lot of people get on their best behavior so they can have sex. I mean, let's be honest, right? It's like they're going to tolerate the BS or tolerate the uncomfortable fights just so they can get to the sex. I mean, this is right. You're probably nodding, some of you. Some of you are like, you're full of shit. It's okay. But when you don't have that as a go-to, you'll discover a heck of a lot more. And here's the thing, is most people have no idea what's on the other side of this. When you know how to relate intimately with another person without the physical to start, and then you add the physical later, it's like out of this world. But most people don't even know what they're missing, right? And no, I'm not talking about going on tantric retreats and doing all the breathing exercises and all that. No. You certainly can do that if you want. But I'm speaking of more the conscious choice to be truly open with an individual and let them see who you really are. I think there were some more things I wanted to say about this, but it's a really important topic. It's something where culturally we're just conditioned that it's like, a notch on the belt. It's not a notch on the bedpost, whatever. Hey, great. Yeah, we got some. Okay, everybody can get some. It's not a big deal. But can you really, really connect with a person, soul, without the physical? That, I think, is a really big test. And again, I don't believe that's going to be a popular experiment you'll be embarking on right away. But those of you that have gone through this and you guys know what it's like to really prioritize the heart and the emotion before the physical. So I'll probably be talking more about this on the channel, and maybe in some other courses I'll be creating more in depth. But do give this video a thumbs up if this is giving you some food for thought. Do reflect on this a little bit. What is the role of sexuality in your life, in your relationship? And again, guys, I'm not saying that's not an important part of a relationship. All I'm saying is that, because I think it's an extremely important part of a relationship, all I'm saying is, where is it in the priority when you're first really evaluating getting to know somebody? That's what I'm saying is, are you putting it a little too, is that the top goal right there, or is it something else? So with that, guys, I'll leave you with that. Until next time. Bye.